Hey, hold on. Let me catch my breath. I was just trying to catch Mr. Smith. Let me get some tea. I wanted to talk to Mr. Smith. He brought his wife in. I was trying to tell him about her condition. He brought her in the emergency room, and she has severe burns over 75% of her body. It was so bad we had to put her in a medically induced coma. The pain that she endured, she has burns to her neck and all the way down the rest of her body, except her face. How she covered her face, I don't know. So she has to be hospitalized, but the cost of this treatment is going to be astronomical. Burns are very painful, and they easily get infected. So she is in the burn ward. She's under pain management for her wound and for the itching. Her skin peeled off. It just peeled off. I had to leave out and take a break. I am a medical professional, but at times we do have feelings too. When I spoke to her, I asked her what happened. And she said her boyfriend threw some kind of chemical on her body while she was sleeping. And she just started screaming when she saw her flesh melting away. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? That is completely horrifying. He was abusing her, at least before she was put in the coma. She was able to tell the police who did this to her. I tried to catch him, but he started running. So maybe he saw the police and got spooked, because he will go to prison for this and do some serious time. This lady only has a 75% chance to live. If you are in a domestic violence situation, you need to rethink your plan. You might need to get out of there before somebody does something to you. This lady is in there fighting for her life. She's fighting for her life. Let me tell you, this is for men and women, because I know men do get abused as well. So take what you hear and not the things that you see. Because in your mind will play tricks on you and tell you, oh, he loves me. He's doing this because he loves me. She's doing this because she loves me. I don't understand. Been there, done that. Don't understand how somebody can proclaim and confess their love to you and want to hurt you and kill you at the same time. That's ridiculous. This lady is injured for the rest of her life. Have you ever put your finger on a pot on an accident? Or have you ever tried to fry bacon and that grease pop on you and just pop? And you're like, oh, shit, what? So imagine your whole body being on fire. I bet you that's what hell feels like. Who am I to judge? But a bunch of people might be going to hell now. But to make a long story short, take care of yourself. Think about it. When you touch that pot on the stove on an accident, and you're like, oh my God, what do I do? What do I do? It instantly, the pain is instant. And you're like, oh, do I put butter on it? Do I put cold water on it? You know how hard it is to soothe the burn? Could you imagine your whole body being on fire? It's painful for her to move. She can't move. That's why they had to put her in the coma, because she was in severe pain and all she was doing was screaming. My boyfriend did this. The pain, my boyfriend did this. She's on morphine. But believe me, she if she wasn't in that coma, she would still feel the burn, as we say. I had to leave out of the hospital because I was so disturbed about this particular case. Usually, I can talk about my cases and I really don't take it personal. This one I took personal because she wanted to identify who did this to her. In case she doesn't make it, at least there's a record of his name, where he lives. Well, they live together, so we have his address. The police are looking for him now. That's why he ran. I wasn't trying to tell him anything but her condition. But he got spooked. Guess why? When people do wrong things to you, they know it's wrong. All that, oh, I didn't mean it, I love you. What about this woman? I'm going to call all through the night and check on her condition, because at this time I had to take a sedative and go home. This is Mama Lynn telling you, take this domestic violence stuff serious. That next hit could be your last hit. And there are people here to help you. The Domestic Violence Hotline. I'll put the link below. But I also want you to subscribe, leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. And hit that notification so you'll be notified when the next video releases. Like I always say, family, may God bless you and stay safe.